Are you struggling with an AWS Beanstalk environment that just won't respond? It can be incredibly frustrating when your instances go out of service, especially when you rely on them for critical tasks. Today, we're going to tackle how to automatically reboot or terminate those unresponsive instances. I completely understand your concern. Many users face similar issues when their environments become unresponsive, especially when there's only one instance running. You're definitely not alone in this. Let's dive into the specific question at hand. One user mentioned that they have a scaling trigger based on CPU utilization, but they can't seem to combine it with a system that automatically reboots or terminates instances that are out of service for too long. Sound familiar? Let's explore this together. So what's the issue here? When an instance becomes out of service, it can lead to the entire environment failing, especially if there's only one instance. The scaling trigger based on CPU utilization won't activate if the instance is unresponsive, leaving you in a tough spot. Stay with me, because at the end of this video, I'll share a powerful tip that can help you manage your AWS Beanstalk instances more effectively. To address the issue of instances becoming unresponsive, the user should first create a CloudWatch alarm. This alarm will monitor the health of the instances in the Elastic Beanstalk environment. Next, the user needs to configure the alarm to trigger an action when an instance is deemed unhealthy. This action will be to reboot or terminate the instance. After setting up the alarm, the user should ensure that the alarm is linked to the correct Elastic Beanstalk environment. This ensures that the alarm can take action on the instances within that environment. Finally, the user should test the setup by simulating an unhealthy instance. This will help verify that the CloudWatch alarm correctly triggers the reboot or termination action. Fun fact: did you know that AWS Beanstalk was designed to simplify the deployment of applications? It's like having a personal assistant for your cloud environment. Just make sure it's working properly. Now, let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative solution provided by another user involves using AWS auto-scaling with elastic load balancing, or ELB. They explain that if ELB detects an unhealthy instance, auto-scaling can automatically replace it, provided it's configured to use ELB health checks instead of the default EC2 checks. For detailed steps on configuring these settings, the user recommends checking the official AWS documentation links provided. Now, let's shift our focus to a different response. An alternative solution provided by another user is to set up a CloudWatch alarm. This alarm can reboot any unhealthy instance using the status check failed instance metric. Let's take a look at an answer from another user. An alternative solution provided by another user involves configuring your auto-scaling group to use elastic load balancing health checks. This method allows auto-scaling to replace instances that are not responding. You can do this by creating a configuration file that sets the health check type to ELB, along with a grace period. For more details, you can refer to the AWS documentation on configuring health check types for auto-scaling. Here's that powerful tip I promised. Regularly review your instance health checks and scaling policies. This proactive approach can save you from unexpected downtime and keep your environment running smoothly. And there you have it. With these strategies, you can ensure your AWS Beanstalk instances are automatically managed, keeping your environment healthy. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more tips and tricks.